2026 is shaping up to be an incredible year for RPG fans on Nintendo Switch. Today, I've put together my personal top 10 upcoming RPG games coming to Switch in 2026. The titles that are pushing the genre forward, the ones worth keeping an eye on, and the games that could easily steal hundreds of hours of your time.
Pull enemies closer and more. There are 7 weapon types in total.
Escape from Ever After is shaping up to be a storybook-style adventure that feels like stepping inside a living fairy tale and then desperately trying to escape
Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
You move through a twisting, narrative-driven world built from fairy tale realms that refuse to stay still, where classic storybook charm collides with wild, almost surreal set pieces. Paper-cut landscapes unfold, shift, and transform as you explore, turning the environment itself into part of the storytelling.
That's why Ever After
Inc. is expanding from the real
whimsical
journey,
and we'll be
pushing
sending
you to
you
think
on
creatively
dangerous
as you
business
evade
trips
dangers
across
pulled
a
straight
vast
from fairy
network of
tales
storybook
gone wrong.
We're a
Stories that
family
have taken
here
a
at Ever
darker,
After Inc.
sideways turn.
Perform well.
The entire experience
Why,
leans
we
into
hope to
that
transform these
handcrafted,
timeless
illustrated
tales
feeling, and
into
with its
commercially
Nintendo
viable
Switch version launching as
enterprises.
part of a
Trying
wider
to
multi-platform
sabotage the
release,
company
the game
from
clearly
within.
embraces a handheld-friendly design that lets
The
this
job here
enchanted
is
escape
simple.
unfold
You'll have
anywhere
your
you
very
play.
own office, of course. And you'll team up with an exceptional team of cross-departmental fairy tale colleagues. Stop there. Ever After Inc. is expanding into storybooks of all Learn to leverage their unique skills and take part in high-risk
Card-en-Ciel blends
The
roguelike
virtual
card battling
detective
with dungeon
Neon
crawling
dives in
a way that
when a
looks
dash
charming on the
to a
surface
character
but
from an
hides surprising
in-universe
depth
game.
underneath. You step into the
The
role
fully
of
voiced
Neon,
come
a
meet
virtual
their
world
conditions,
detective diving
adding
headfirst
powerful
into a funky
supportive
VR
packs.
universe packed with glitchy game realms,
Walk straight to
each
the
one
boss
bursting
when
with
you're ready.
personality. At its core, the experience revolves around
It's
deck
not
building,
just the
but
fictional
this is
games.
no ordinary
It
card game.
creates
Featuring over
characters,
300
appears
unique cards,
over 10
more
different
than 50
dungeons,
vocal
feature
tracks that turn
stories,
every run into
characters,
something fresh
and
and
boss
unpredictable.
asks
Each
for help.
attempt sends you through a sequence of arenas inspired by different
Walk
game
around
worlds,
dungeon
where
bars, come
success
alive
depends
in
on
your
building
hand,
the right deck on the
even
fly,
talking with
and
each
learning to
other.
master the rhythm of combat as situations constantly change. What truly sets Card-en-Ciel apart is how alive it
and
feels,
challenge foes
with
to
certain
add
cards that
countless
actually
cards
talk
to
and
well,
react during play,
blurring the
creating
bounds
a
of
quirky,
reality.
living world atmosphere that makes every encounter feel personal and every run distinct within this ever-shifting digital landscape.
Got it. Thanks, Blake. Refined.
Muses begin singing when you... After clearing a dungeon, you'll unlock 10 more difficulties with Card-en-Ciel's over 300 cards. Each
Tales of Berseria Remastered marks the polished return of one of the most emotionally charged entries in the Tales series, arriving on Nintendo Switch in early 2026
but I'll never give
as
up.
far more than a simple port. This full-fledged remaster brings Velvet Crow's unforgettable journey to handheld play,
That's the spirit.
preserving the heart
Don't
of the
give up
original while
just
refining
yet.
the experience
That
for
day
a
the
new
world
audience.
began to change.
You play as Velvet, a woman whose
Men
life is
and
shattered by
beasts.
betrayal
To
and
stop
loss.
you, I
And the
will
story
have my
pushes
revenge.
relentlessly into the clash
Revenge
between
for love,
emotion
he
and
says.
reason, with her burning thirst for revenge driving a morally complex narrative that refuses to paint the world
I
in
am
simple
a
black and
monster.
white.
I
Along
am
the
a
way, Velvet is
Arthurian.
joined by a ragtag group of companions, each carrying their
Artorias.
own motives and secrets, constantly twisting the direction of the
I've
story
made my
and
choice.
deepening its
I'm
emotional
coming
weight.
with you.
On the gameplay side, the
repay you if you
remaster
die.
stays true to the series'
But those
signature
days we
action
spent
RPG
together in
combat,
familial
delivering
zest by
fast-paced
evil
battles where
spirits,
flashy combos
hunting and
and
killing.
customizable arties let you fight
My name
exactly
is
the way you
Velvet
want.
Crow.
Is mine to hold.
I follow my own will now, and I'm going.
Coming for you, Artorias. It's not I will devour demon, Moloch, and exorcist alike.
Back to the Dawn shifts gears completely, presenting a prison escape RPG that feels like a gritty noir crime drama wrapped in striking pixel art. Set to launch on March 5th, 2026 for Nintendo Switch and Switch 2, the game drops you into the harsh reality of a maximum security prison ruled by corruption, rival factions, and buried secrets. Rather than focusing purely on combat, the experience leans heavily into narrative, asking you to investigate conspiracies, forge alliances, and make hard choices in a place designed to crush hope. The story unfolds through 2 distinct perspectives, following Thomas, a journalist wrongfully imprisoned while pursuing the truth behind widespread corruption, and Bob, an undercover agent whose carefully planned mission begins to spiral out of control.
The job kept going.
Path to Tamer Town is an upcoming monster collecting and city building hybrid planned for Nintendo Switch 2, with Switch support confirmed and a release date still to be announced. The game reimagines the monster trainer fantasy by placing equal focus on building a living community where tamers and their creatures grow side by side within a shared ecosystem. You collect over 130 unique monsters known as Mokuton, each defined by their own elemental traits, distinct personalities, and branching evolution paths that influence how they function within your town. Rather than simply battling, the core gameplay revolves around development and management, assigning Mokuton to jobs that suit their strengths, generating resources, selling goods, and reinvesting profits into expanding buildings and unlocking new territory. Kingdoms return. Time-eating fruit and the ancient monster unfolds as a distinctive blend of action, RPG, and strategy, placing you in a once-proud kingdom that has collapsed into ruin. You are drawn into this shattered realm alongside the mystical fairy of time, Kronos, and together you begin the slow, deliberate process of rebuilding what was lost while uncovering the deeper mystery behind the kingdom's downfall. The gameplay is built around a powerful loop that connects exploration and restoration, sending you into 2D side-scrolling action stages, where you battle enemies and gather vital materials before returning home to construct buildings that strengthen your citizens and enhance your heroes. Every decision feeds back into the larger system, making progress in the field and growth at home feel tightly interwoven.
From a distance. Store the kingdom. And quickly attacks with dual swords.
The Adventures of Elliot. The Millennium Tales is a brand new action RPG from Square Enix's Team Asano, the creators behind Octopath Traveler and Bravely Default. And it reimagines the HD 2D visual style by pairing it with real-time combat and open exploration. You step into the role of Elliot, a courageous adventurer accompanied by a fairy named Faye, as you journey across the untamed land of Philibieldia, a world dominated by beast tribes and steeped in ancient secrets. The story begins when Elliot and Faye discover mysterious ruins connected to the Doorway of Time, a powerful relic that allows them to travel between past and present, slowly unraveling a layered narrative woven from history, danger, and discovery. Combat is fast and responsive, centered around switching between 7 different weapon types, including swords, bows, chains, and sickles, each offering its own tactical feel and role in battle.
And pull enemies closer and more. There are 7 weapon types in total on the castle walls. An adventurer, Elliot, leaves both Elliot and Faye separately, or 2 players can control them at the same time.
Elusive is an adventure exploration game with strong Metroidvania elements developed by indie studio Chibig, known for titles like Mika and The Witch's Mountain and Summer in Mara. The game places you in the role of Zoe, a young raider following in her father's footsteps as she ventures into a massive haunted house overflowing with mystery, danger, and hidden treasure. Because Zoe and the Elusives are incredibly small compared to the surrounding world, familiar locations such as gardens, attics, and hallways transform into vast, perilous landscapes filled with towering obstacles and looming threats. Exploration blends 3D and 2D perspectives, encouraging careful movement, creative problem-solving, and constant awareness of scale as you sneak through enormous spaces.
And if you follow your heart.
Digimon Storytime Stranger is the newest mainline entry in the Digimon Story RPG series, launching globally on October 3rd, 2025, with no official Nintendo Switch version announced so far. This monster-raising, turn-based RPG sends you across both the human world and the digital world, weaving a narrative centered on a catastrophic collapse that threatens the balance between realities. As you explore these parallel spaces, you build bonds with a vast roster of Digimon, nurturing their growth while engaging in strategic, turn-based battles that emphasize planning and synergy. The story places strong focus on the relationship between humans and Digimon, using that connection as the emotional backbone for a plot that stretches across time and alternate worlds.
Go at once and eliminate Agiomon.
A different time, too. I'll always keep protecting.
From this moment forward, they're to be recognized as Class A.
Under the Island is an upcoming 2D action-adventure and action RPG currently in development and confirmed for Nintendo Switch alongside PC, PlayStation, and Xbox platforms, though an official release date has yet to be announced. You play as Nia, a spirited adventurer exploring Seashell Island, a vibrant yet fragile land fated to sink unless its hidden truths are uncovered in time. Drawing inspiration from classic 1990s action games, the world is brought to life through colorful pixel art that frames a journey filled with exploration, combat, and puzzle solving. As you traverse varied biomes, you'll encounter dangerous caves, hostile monsters, environmental challenges, and a cast of quirky NPCs, each adding personality and texture to the island.